A family asks a travel agency's new AI planner for a luxury eco-lodge in Costa Rica under $200. The model writes a beautiful description. They book their flights. They arrive. There is nothing. The hotel does not exist. The model had blended details from 3 real properties into one fictional narrative. This is the dream trip hallucination, the failure mode of generative AI in travel. The probabilistic mind invents a hotel that satisfies the prompt. The deterministic world of inventory does not. A flight seat exists, or it does not. A room is available, or it is not. There is no middle ground. The era of the LLM wrapper is over for travel. The wrapper is the path of least resistance. A user request goes to a foundation model. The model returns a list of hotels from training data that is months or years old. It is stateless. It cannot remember the user rejected hotels over $300. It is blind. It cannot see that the Hotel Ritz is fully booked for Fashion Week. It is unverified. It trusts its own probabilistic output. And it is linear. It cannot iterate when a tool returns an error. This creates an uncanny valley. The agent speaks with the authority of a seasoned concierge. The user lowers their guard. Fluency masks incompetence in logistics. The Veriprajna architecture replaces the wrapper with an orchestrator-worker pattern. The orchestrator is a high-reasoning model that parses natural language and plans the workflow. It does not touch the GDS. The workers are specialists. A flight worker bound to Amadeus Air APs. A hotel worker bound to Sabre Content Services for lodging. A policy worker that enforces corporate travel rules. The orchestrator does not generate prose. It calls tools. Tool use is the bridge between the probabilistic mind of the model and the deterministic world of the API. Every tool has a strict JSON schema. A pattern of 3 uppercase letters forces the model to convert New York to NYC before the call lands at the GDS. Each call drives a reason-act-observe loop. The agent reasons about the goal. The agent acts by calling the tool. The agent observes the response. If the API returns an empty list, the agent does not invent a hotel. It widens the search and tells the user the budget was too low. And then the architecture commits its real discipline. Every booking response passes through a verifier, a separate, deterministic agent whose only job is to read the segment status code and decide pass or fail. The orchestrator only generates a confirmation message after the verifier has spoken. The neural layer no longer has the freedom to misread a JSON error as a success. The status code is the language of truth. HK means holding confirmed, the inventory is secured, and only this code permits a positive confirmation message. UC means unable to confirm, the hotel rejected the request. NN means need pending acknowledgement. PN is the aggregator pending. US is unable to sell. LL is waitlist. A naive agent sees a 200 OK in the HTTP header and tells the user, "You are booked." Inside the JSON body, the segment status reads UC. The booking failed. The disconnect between the transport layer and the application layer is the classic trap. The legal consequences are now precedent. In Moffat versus Air Canada, a chatbot hallucinated a refund policy that did not exist. The court ruled the airline liable for the assertions of its agent. The defense that a chatbot is a separate or beta tool was dismantled. If a company deploys an agent to interact with customers, the company owns what the agent promises. In travel, trust is the only currency that matters. If a customer cannot trust the AI to book a real room, they will not use it. The wrapper outsources liability to a random number generator. The agentic architecture earns the right to confirm. The Veriprajna promise is 3 sentences. Don't guess, query. Don't hallucinate, verify. Don't just talk, act. Every output passes through a tool. Every confirmation passes through a status code. Every booking passes through a verifier before the user hears yes. Creativity without constraint is chaos. Engineering with constraint is reliability. The full architecture, the orchestrator-worker pattern, the verification loop, the status code grammar, and the path to autonomous travel agents is laid out in the brief. We build engines, not wrappers.